Hello, everyone. Ashley Pickle coming to you from not inside the swag wagon, but regardless, from the conclusion of the Week 13 Dave Campbell's Texas Football featured game of the week. This time, a 4A Division I Region 2 area round matchup between the Melissa Cardinals and the Kennedale Wildcats in what was truly a wild night. I said it in my Fox hit. But I feel like so often we focus on the X's and O's of the game. We focus on the stats of the game, the stats of the players, that we forget just how much true raw emotion plays a factor in a Texas high school football game, specifically when you're looking at it into the playoffs. And that's where we were at tonight. For those of you who weren't able to watch the game, there was a big brawl that broke out right before halftime, about 30 seconds left. And things got heated. Some shoving started, players came to assist, then you have a swarm of players coming, you have the coaches, and it got very, very heated, to the point where the coaches didn't even go in the locker rooms at the halftime because they were out there talking to officials, they were talking to each other, talking to the stadium managers, trying to figure out exactly where we were going from that point. Didn't finish the half, just let the clock run out, get the players into the locker room, and it was wild, and it played a big factor in this game. Now, going back to the X's and O's, because obviously that's a big part of it, Melissa won the game 43-17. And they were dominant throughout basically the entire game. Got off to an unbelievably hot start, one where it was looking like they really might start running away with this. And that's when Kennedale finally got some spark back into them. And we focused so much on Melissa, on their unbelievable offense, because it truly is a fantastic offense. You've got an unbelievable quarterback in Finnegan, and he's got just a plethora of wide receiver options. Last week in their by-district win over Brownwood, he threw 7 touchdown passes, and all 6 of them were to different receivers. The other one was on the ground. So they have just an unbelievable amount of depth. But the player that really stuck out to me tonight was their senior running back, Braden Smith. He had 3 touchdowns on the night, 2 of them in the first quarter, and you could tell that a big credit to this win goes to the coaching staff for getting their offense prepared to play a defense in Kennedale that has been tremendous all year long. Before this game, they had only allowed 75 points throughout the season, which averages out to be just about 7.5 points allowed per game. I mean, they had really, really been hammering people on the defensive side of the ball, a big portion of that going to their superstar safety in J.D. Coffey. And you could tell from the get-go that while they have all that talent in the air, they knew that they were going up against some dudes in the Kennedale secondary. So those coaches definitely switched it around and relied on their running backs to really step up tonight, and they did just that. So very impressed by the quick turnaround in playoffs. You've got to switch your schemes around to accommodate who you're going to play. And so they did a great job. Melissa's defense also super impressive, going up against a wing T in Kennedale, that when you're not used to seeing something like that in a normal everyday game, then it's something that you've got to prepare for. And their defensive line, incredibly impressive on stopping the run attack, and just an overall outstanding performance from Melissa. They will go on to play Paris, and Coach at the end of the night said that that's the one that he's most excited for. But overall, Coach told me earlier this week, and he told me again tonight, that Melissa keeps preaching to their guys is keep this family together as long as possible, and they get to do that. They're heading on into the next round of the playoffs. They showed great adversity tonight. Kennedale with some big sparks, an unbelievable defense performance from them in the third quarter, not allowing anything to happen. But yeah, a wild night, a very different night, but an exciting night nonetheless. And it's one of those things that really makes you remember just how much these players care about this game and about helping out the brothers that they have on the field and all of that. So a different perspective on tonight's instant reaction, but a fun one nonetheless, and we will continue to break down all the rest of the craziness that I haven't even been able to catch up with yet on TFT on Monday. So enjoy your weekend, guys. Wear a mask, be safe. We'll see you later.